Hello again. Welcome to Tuesday. Are you excited about tacos? I know I am. Best thing about Tuesday is transformation in tacos, right? All right, so hello. Welcome to another Transformational Tuesday. I'm psychic medium Samantha Faye. I'm so glad that you're here joining me, whether you're catching me live or for the replay. Doesn't matter. This message is for you at exactly the right time. So again, I'm just so thankful that you're here. I really wanted to address family, which I lovingly call the F word. Family. We're coming up on some family holidays this time of year. It's like, oh no, the family stuff is coming. Maybe you guys all have peaceful and harmonious, wonderful, loving families. That's great. Blessed. Yes, you are. I do have a wonderfully beautiful, supportive, and loving family, and we have all sorts of shit all over the place. So I wanted to address this because I think one of the really important things about the holidays is that I'm going to speak for myself, but please let me know. Tell me if you can relate to this. I care deeply about my family. I love sitting around a card table. I love playing games, mostly because I like talking shit. I'm a little competitive, gonna be honest. But I love doing that. And when my family isn't getting along, it really sucks. And it's not always about me. It's not always my fault. I'm not even usually involved in it. But the fact of the matter is that it still affects me. And I know that for you, it still affects you when family isn't getting along. So I wanted to make this theme of this Transformational Tuesday to really address and really look at different ways that we can protect ourselves during the holidays, and not just protect ourselves, but that we can also just give ourselves permission to be in the presence of what might feel like turmoil when really we can actually allow and hold space for healing. And I don't literally mean, hold space as you would in like a space holding circle or something like that. But sometimes our family members just need to kind of go through what they're going through and be loved and supported and not judged through the whole experience. So I'm asking these ladies, I brought the goddess deck because as we know, there's a reawakening of the divine feminine. And yes, women, totally generalizing here, but women do have sometimes a reputation of being catty, which does happen in relationships and family. And also at the same time, men have a tendency to be macho. And again, I'm generalizing here, okay? We've got all sorts of things and all sorts of ways to look at this, but I really wanted to call on the divine feminine. Because as men and women, we have two sides to it. We all have masculine energy. We all have feminine energy. So when these two energies are balanced, really and truly balanced, that is when great change can happen within us. And when great change happens within us, that is balanced, that is loving, that is compassionate, that is grounded, we can actually create a ripple effect. We can create a shift of movement in our families. And so as you see that, because for most of us, our families are our inner circle. For some of us, we've also been estranged from certain parts of our family. And so there's those parts that are really far away from us, but I guarantee you it's still affecting you. So let's look at how we can heal that. Let's look at how we can heal any sort of family wounds or limiting beliefs that are holding you back. I know with some clients that I work with, the idea of family approval, really getting the approval of the family, changing what you want to do, changing what your heart's path is to line up and match so that you can gain approval from your family. Excuse me. Let's move that out of your space because you are here to do great and extraordinary things that doesn't always have to do with your family. It doesn't. So giving yourself the time and space to be able to walk your own path, to proudly, boldly initiate your own forward trajectory, your own forward movement. Yes, please. For those of you that are ready to embark on your own path and embark on your own journey, give me a yes in the comments or a little couple hearts. Show me that you're here with me. Show me that you're connecting, because I know that this message isn't just for me. I teach from my heart. I teach from my life. But I also know that a lot of the things that are happening to me and for me are also happening to me and for you so that we can grow together. All right, talking to the ladies. There's one. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm standing up today And I'm standing up because I felt like I would have just different kind of energy, new positions, newness, bringing in new world. There we go. Boom. Found the lady. All right. So going to the middle first. There we go. I love this, as always. So we have Nematona, sacred space, creating an altar. Who here has an altar? Go ahead and type in the comments. Who here has an altar? Let me know. I would love to hear or even see if you guys have pictures or you want to post pictures of your altars. Please do that in Happy Empowered Empaths. I would absolutely love to see where your sacred space is. I know for myself, any flat surface in my room is an altar. I got crystals, I got doodads, I got, family pictures, I got little toys, because we got to keep the play there, we got to keep the amusement in. In all seriousness, the sacred space is your space to be able to go when you are ready to meditate, when you are ready to receive messages, when you are ready and you're making that time and space for yourself. They're showing me that this is going to be really important for you to have. So even like, let's say you're traveling and you're not going to be around your sacred space. I know that Thanksgiving isn't this weekend, it's next weekend, but I'm just kind of giving you a little prep here because the energies are already moving in that direction. Did I also mention that today is the first pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde? So we have 2 weeks where all of a sudden a bunch of communication is coming up for review. So be aware, the next 2 weeks. The themes that are coming up for the next 2 weeks are going to be coming up for a communication overhaul and review moving through the first couple weeks of December. So just being aware of that. This sacred space here, this can be a crystal in your purse. It can be a crystal in your pocket. So if you're traveling and you're not around your own sacred space, just bring that, because you can go make your own little bubble. You can go create your own sacred space, and you can connect in that way that's going to be really beneficial for you. When, let's say, things start getting awry, or maybe someone makes a comment that you don't like, or someone's poking your buttons, or maybe your uncle's getting too drunk, or whatever it is, let yourself dive into the sacred space that's going to be your space of freedom. All right, so this one comes up all the time for me. Cordelia, go outside. So what was interesting about this is, as I was seeing the sacred space for you, that sacred space to make space for yourself, giving yourself that time to step away and back up, also bringing it outside, giving yourself that outside time, reconnecting in with the sky, reconnecting in with the earth, reconnecting in with just the space that is around you, knowing that the emotions, human emotions, stuff that is going to be coming up, especially stuff that's going to be coming up for review, not just family stuff. I'm kind of focusing on family right now because I personally am feeling a lot of that family energy in my space. So really being able to look at, maybe it's not your family of blood, but maybe it's your family of choice, that you guys are going to be looking at different patterns that are coming up in your communication styles that are coming up for review. And sometimes if those emotions start to bubble, if you start to get really agitated, or if you start to notice you're getting triggered on something, give yourself the time to step back and go outside. Bring a crystal with you, just hold it in your hand. Crystals are our friends. And then here we go, purification. So the Confantina. I love that this card is coming up as well, because it really does show the cycle of growth. The cycle of growth. Okay, so recognizing that, okay, now it's time for me to go to my altar. How do I handle this situation? What do I do? Is this mine? I think that's a really important question. Is, if something's coming up, ask yourself, is this mine? Is this mine to look at? Is this mine to work through? Because if it is, give yourself that room to grow. When you're at your sacred space, where is it? Here we go. When you're at your sacred space, give yourself that room to grow. Notice that if you are getting triggered or you are getting upset, maybe it's something that's going on inside of you, that it's not necessarily about changing somebody else's behavior, but can you still love somebody through their mess? Can you still love somebody through their own trials and tribulations? And I want to be clear on this, that this isn't about like accepting abuse, emotional, verbal, mental, any sort. When abuse starts to get into the way, okay, that is not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about just communication or lifestyle differences that are separating you from other people that you really would love to have in your life, specifically family, because when you have the same last name, you're kind of in it for the long haul. So being able to create that sacred space inside of your heart, giving yourself, if you need some fresh air, giving yourself that time to go outside. I know that some of you that are watching this now are going to remember that moment when you go outside and you're going to be like, yes, Transformational Tuesday told me that this was a good idea. Give yourself a couple of minutes to just breathe, because you are always allowed to have a couple of minutes of time out to just breathe. Always. Always, always, always. So, sacred space, going outside. When you finally find that space within yourself where you have that room to grow, give yourself permission to purify. You found an area where you have to grow. You found an area where you can love somebody more. You found an area where you can release one of your traits. Maybe one of your traits is like embarrassing others or bringing up embarrassing stories to humiliate someone else and make yourself look better. Maybe one of your traits is maybe you're the one getting too drunk at family dinners. And I'm not here to judge what is too drunk or what is not. I'm just saying, like, be aware of looking at yourself. This isn't always about calming the storm and saying that you're not a part of it. We all contribute in different ways to different circumstances. So when you purify and when you allow that resistance and when you allow that frustration and you allow that irritation to be cleansed from your body, you are actually creating and cleansing yourself from energetic toxicity, which is going to change the way that you feel in your body. It's going to change your vibrational frequency for the better, and it's going to set you free. So being able to forgive, being able to love, being able to accept. And yes, know that I am saying a lot of family today, but really looking at your family by choice. Your friends, your family, the people that are there in your life that you know are meant to be without a doubt in your life. And being able to continue to move forward, strengthen the loyalty, strengthen the bond, strengthen the trust, strengthen the compassion, build your tribe, create a foundation that is solid that you will always know is there for you for the rest of your life, even if you're not on the same page, even if you're not on the same trajectory, even if your life paths are different, honoring each other's differences and being able to at least hold yourself in a place of integrity. Because what I'm talking about here is character building. It's building your character, it's building your integrity, it's building your authenticity, it's building your genuine place inside of your heart. Finding where you are meant to be on this path, finding where you have allowed yourself to be directed by your family in a way that doesn't feel good to you. Stop that. Stop it right now. Honor your heart, honor your path, honor you, because you are so worth it, you are so deserving, and you totally got this. So I want to talk a little bit more about Mercury retrograde, because I hear a couple of those questions coming through. Mercury retrograde, it's a review period. It's a review period for about 3 weeks where Mercury looks like it's going backwards. So it looks like it's going slower than Earth, when in reality it's just kind of like a slingshot thing here. But when you're looking at Mercury going backwards, that is when we actually have the time to go backwards in our life. We have the time to go back and look at, where did we leave snags? Where did we leave hooks? Where did we miscommunicate? Where did we blame somebody else and we didn't take our own responsibility? So for the next 2 weeks, starting today, the next 2 weeks are the themes of what is going to be coming up during Mercury retrograde. Now, does that make sense? So it's the themes, meaning if you can keep even just a journal, jotting down a couple things a day, like this happened today, this happened today, this happened today, this happened today. This isn't about doing the big excavating. This isn't about doing the big work. What it is it's prepping you for 3 weeks into December. So December 3rd on is when you're going to have that opportunity to actually go back, review your patterns, review yourself, find where you have room to grow, purify your trajectory, purify your intentions, and get yourself in alignment with your heart. Absolutely 100%. That's what this is about. So, really excited to be going through this with you. We all go through it, always, all the time. But here we are, Transformational Tuesdays. It's starting, so we're going to be diving in. And I absolutely will be checking in on you and with you throughout this time period, because a lot of people get really freaked out about Mercury retrograde. It's like, Mercury retrograde, it's so scary. That's not what this is about. This is about review. This is about review. I always actually start things during retrograde because the footing is unstable. And when you start something on a footing unstable, it has constant movement to change. Now, for me in growing my business, I like to have things constantly moving and changing. So you just have to see, and you have to really look at what are the things that are good to do during retrograde and what are the things that are not good to do during retrograde. So just being aware of that. All right, so a couple of really exciting new things. The doors are officially, as we've been talking about, open for the Intuitive Connection Academy. If you are interested in that, let me know. Type in the comments. I have a link for you that has all sorts of really cool deals and all sorts of bonuses. You actually get $1,347 worth of bonuses. That's right. Things that I have added into the package deal for you. And the Intuitive Connection Academy is only $37 a month. It's a total steal. The reason I've done that is because I wanted to have something that was leverageable, that we could all connect on, that was affordable for everybody who wants to develop and grow their psychic abilities at their own speed, at their own time. Like, it's just an incredible opportunity. We've been doing it now for 6 months, so that's why the doors are back open. We've got a flow. This month's theme is your past lives, diving into your past lives. I'm going to be recording a meditation on Monday that is going to regress you back into that. Then we have a Q&A next Monday to talk about what happened, if you have any questions. So yes, please join me there. You're going to love it. It's like Happy Empowered Empaths, but this nice little tight-knit group of people that are still continuing to dive in more deeply. So yes, I say yes. If you say yes, let me know. We'll get you some info. The other thing that's really exciting is that Ascend is happening. Ascend is my next live event. If you've been following me for a while, you've seen the pictures from Become and what happened through that completely life-transforming event for everyone involved. It was so much fun that I'm doing another one. I'm really excited to be hosting it in January. When you become a member of the Intuitive Connection Academy, you get 2 complimented tickets to come. So this live event is in Reno. It is not going to be broadcasted. It is not going to be, shown over the internet or anything like that. But there is an opportunity for you to join us live in person, meet your tribe in person. So really, really exciting. Like I said, when you join the Intuitive Connection Academy, you get 2 free tickets. Full price, those are $500 a piece. So please, join me. Join us. We're starting a revolution of light workers, healers, psychics, intuitives, empaths, mediums. We're all here together. We're stronger when we bond together. And if we all have the same common goal of creating compassion and love in our own personal lives, everything is going to get better for everybody. So please join me, my dear loves. I would love, love, love to meet you in person and in my hometown, Reno. It's the best, really and truly. All right, well, I hope you have the best Tuesday ever. I hope you got so much out of this message. If you have any questions or any comments, please don't be shy. If you have a friend or family member that you know could use this message, please do also feel free to share. And otherwise, I am already looking forward to connecting with you next. All right, dear ones. Mwah! Ciao. Hope you have fun eating tacos because it's Tuesday.